Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been like an entire year since I posted, but I'm hoping I'll be a little bit better and get better at this. So anyways, let's just get started. It is June. I'm doing my May book haul. So there's a few books from places like several different places that I got books. First up are two books that I got at my kids' book fair in May, where they have like buy one get one free at the school, and I love it. I always take a huge advantage of this. So the first one I got is by Allie Carter, Not If I Save You First. This is about a girl who pretty much is like best friends with the president's son when they were like super little, and then something happens. Her father pretty much just takes her out in the middle of Alaska, and they're living off of whatever they're hunting and survival skills, and she feels completely, left out of the world because she doesn't have a computer, she doesn't have a phone, has nothing. And then suddenly the president's son shows up on her door, and she has to deal with misconnection that they have had over the years and why she's so mad at him, and kind of goes from there. Anyways, I read this book. It was okay. Not bad for scholastic and middle grade / YA novel. I know Allie Carter has some other books out, but I have not read them yet. So we'll get to that. Next book that I got at my kids' scholastic book fair for the buy one get one free is called Left Out by Tim Green. I have read one Tim Green book, and it was also a football related book, and he always does amazing books for middle grade kids that are like into sports, whatever, but he always takes it a little step further, and it's always like there's something going on in this kid's life or whatever, not just his sports, but the book is centered around the sport. This one is about Landon Dortch. He is actually deaf, and it deals with like the struggles of not only just being a young kid and a teenager, but also being deaf and in a sport where you kind of need your hearing, and the difficulties that he goes through there. I'm excited to read this with my 7th grader. He's just now going into 7th grade. He's 12 going on 13, and we picked this book out together, and I think he's really gonna like it. So excited for that. While I was at the Scholastic Book Fair, there's always several ladies that help volunteer. I am one of them, because who doesn't like free books? Anyways, she comes up to me and she's like, hey, I've got this entire bag full of books that I have read, and I don't want them on my shelf anymore because I just don't have space. So if you want any of them, pick through them. But they're books that she has gotten from like previous book fairs. So I dived through and I was like, hell yeah, I'll take some of these. So this one is The Map to Everywhere by Carrie Ryan and John Park Davis. I have seen this at book fairs multiple times, but then I'm just always like, no, I don't think I want to really read it. I'm kind of getting sick of middle grade, but at the same time, it kind of intrigues me. To be honest, I can't even remember what this one is about, but the cover is adorable, and it's a chunker, actually. I'm excited to get into this one, and the fact that I really didn't have to pay for it. She gave it to me. Free books. Holla. Okay. Next one is Ripper by Stephen Petruccia. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. This is in New York City. It's about a kid who is completely obsessed with Jack the Ripper, and he starts kind of connecting the dots of Jack the Ripper. Sounds amazing. And the fact that it's kind of a middle grade YA scholastic book just seems right up my alley. It says, you thought you knew him, you were dead wrong. I'm excited to get in this one, and I also think my oldest, who's heading into 7th grade, will really like this one too. My kids' school, actually our entire district, so several schools are involved, and we do a thing called One District, One Book. I don't know if other districts in other states or whatever do this, but we have been doing it for years. This is our 7th year that I know of that they've been doing it. And what it is they send out books to all the kids, or technically all the families in District 91, and then they set a goal of when to finish it, and then they have questions every day, and it's supposed to help an entire district and an entire families read a book together. And every year it's something different. One year it was like the Trumpet Swan, another year was the One and Only Ivan, and it's just usually like classics or Newbery Awards, that sort of thing. But this year they picked out Pie by Sarah Weeks, and I know Sarah Weeks has several books out there, but I've never read any of them from her. This is about a young girl. Her grandmother is known, very famous and very well known for making pies. And one day her grandmother dies and everyone is hoping to figure out the recipe to her pie crust. And lo and behold, it's supposedly been given to this grandmother's cat. And this young girl who has such love for her grandmother has to go through kind of the highs and lows of not only losing her grandmother, but also the backlash of people being kind of upset that this grandmother left her recipe to a cat. It's funny, it's cute, it's adorable. Read it. It was really fun to read it as a district, as a whole school. And then the questions every day they asked, like per chapter, so that kids could like participate in the school. And if they knew the answer, they were in a drawing every day. And it was just, this book was great. It was cute. I have heard so much hype through BookTube on this book, The Wicked Deep by Shay Earnshaw. And supposedly it's about these three sisters that are thrown in a lake or a river and are drowned because their town or wherever thinks they're witches. And then ever since then, there's been a curse on this town that every summer these girls come back, inhabit a girl's body, and pretty much make a boy fall in love with them and then bring them out to wherever, and they drown as well. And so anything to do with like witches sounds amazing to me, but this just sounds so right up my alley. It's got like that creepy vibe factor, and I'm excited about it. I'm probably not going to read this right away. I think I might wait closer to like Halloween, but I couldn't wait to get my hands on this, and the cover is beautiful. You know who else I think would really love this book is my little sister, who's like 10 years younger than me. I think she would love this book. Maybe I should buddy read it with her. I should get a hold of her. Anyways, this sounds amazing. Next book that I picked up in the month of May is A Court of Frost and Starlight by Sarah J. Maas. This is a novella in her Court of Thorns and Roses, I think is the first one. Anyway, she's got 3 books already out, and then this is technically like 3.5. It's like a novella. People are saying it's like a fill-in. You don't necessarily need to grab this one. I still haven't even started this series, but I plan to one of these days, and I've got the other 3 books. And so when this one came out, I'm like, they're all so beautiful, and I love how they all match. They're great, and this does look really, really small. Like, it is only like 240 pages or something. So, but I really need to get on this series and get on the bandwagon like everyone else on BookTube has. But picked it up. Do you like how I'm doing this in my car? Hey, when you are a busy mom, you do where you can go. Okay, so Caraval. Anyways, the second book to this just recently came out, and I've been talking about picking this up. It's by Stephanie Garber. It sounds amazing. I've heard some mixed reviews, like some people either love it or they hate it, and I really don't know what it's about other than it's like around a carnival kind of esque feel thing. Anyways, the cover is beautiful. I've heard great things and I've heard not so great things, but I figured I'd just take it upon myself and figure this out. And I found it at Barnes & Noble in May for only $5.98. Hardcover. Voila. Yeah, so it was a steal. I don't know if it's like somebody returned the book, but it looks completely fine to me. $6. Not too shabby. All right. Thanks for joining me in my 2018 May book haul. I know it's been like a year since I have posted, but I've just been so busy and everything, but I really hope to get back into this channel and gain some subscribers, hopefully. So if you guys have read any of these books, let me know. Also too, please subscribe and like my video. Anyways, it's so nice to see everyone. I hope you guys have a great day. I'll talk to you later. Bye.